Joining us tonight to weigh in on this topic is Timothy Caulfield, professor with the University of Alberta. Elon Musk loves to champion this idea of free speech, but what is free speech and can it ever truly exist on a platform that's run by people who have their own bias?
You know, it really is frustrating how this concept of freedom of expression, of cancel culture, has been weaponized by those who are spreading misinformation. And Elon Musk is one of those individuals who's done that. He says he's the champion of freedom of expression, but really what he's become the champion of is a chaotic information environment that is just filled with misinformation. We need to have some kind of moderation on these platforms to have a reasonable conversation, to actually allow the marketplace of ideas to thrive. And unfortunately, Elon Musk is moving us very far away from that reality.
Timothy, do you think Elon Musk has a plan when it comes to governing Twitter?
No, he doesn't seem to have a plan. And what is needed, look, no one working in the space, myself included, is an advocate of censorship, is against freedom of expression. On the contrary, everyone I know supports those principles. What we want is clear and transparent guidelines that allow the good information to rise to the top. And of course, Elon Musk is dismantling those guardrails. And what we're seeing already is an increase in hate mongering, an increase in misinformation, and really an increase, as I said before, in chaos.
Is Twitter currently harming freedom of expression instead of protecting it? What's your take on that idea?
You know, there's some arguments that can be made that because there are no guardrails, that Twitter is making the situation worse for public discourse, and as a result of that, kind of harming freedom of expression. It's doing this in a number of ways. You know, people are becoming more hesitant to engage in conversations on social media, on Twitter in particular. There is concern that people who have legitimate perspectives are leaving Twitter. This isn't encouraging public discourse, Elon Musk. This is hurting it.
And Timothy, what needs to happen for Twitter to become the free speech platform that Musk wants it to be?
In the ideal world, what you'd like to see is clear and transparent rules about how misinformation is going to be handled on these platforms. You want evidence-based strategies to deal with misinformation on these platforms. And that doesn't necessarily mean deplatforming or shutting down freedom of expression. You know, on the contrary, you want platform tools that, for example, nudge people towards accurate information. And you'd like to see some degree of independent oversight. And this is me dreaming, being naive. It's not going to happen. But ideally, what you'd like is some kind of oversight that is accountable to the public, that is independent. Look, these are private actors. I recognize that isn't going to happen, but something that is at least close to that would be ideal.
That's Timothy Caulfield with the University of Alberta. Thank you for your time tonight.
My pleasure.